Okay, the mobile's moving. It's got about 200 metres to the dispatch point. The 5 fast class horses for this evening. Grey Steel is actually a C17 and Sky Tower's a C22. Mobile's coming into near the dispatch point. 5 runners right up on the gate and away they go, and going bad just after the start. Ought to be good, hung in on Nigel Milne and broke up, and the leader now is Grey Steel going to the front for Brian Gath. Water Escape gets into second behind the leader. Sky Tower trying to get into third spot. And then you've got Illawong Lively from the pole, who was interfered with slightly after the start by the galloping Ought to Be Good, and Ought to Be Good's down and pacing and got a bit of chasing to do, but will probably tack onto the bunch when they go down the back straight. So they're an Indian file, and Grey Steel it is that takes it up by a length from Water Escape. A length back in third spot, or a bit more than a length actually, is Sky Tower. A length behind it is Illawong Lively, and after galloping at the start, losing 40 or 50 metres, Ought to Be Good's about to tack on. So the 5 runners are together in Indian file, and they're down the back straight, past the halfway mark in the back straight on the first occasion, and the pace is genuine in this top trial. And now Ought to Be Good's eased to the outside, and he may be easing out of the trial. But the pace is set by Grey Steel. Water Escape sits second, Sky Tower sits third, and then Illawong Lively, and then back behind them is Ought to Be Good. I'm not sure whether he's continuing in the trial or coming out of it, but at the moment he's gone up to tack onto the back of them again. So down to the bell, and it's still Grey Steel in front by a length from Water Escape, a length back to Sky Tower, 1 in turn to Illawong Lively, and then another length back in last place is Ought to Be Good. So now they're in Indian file, they're bunched up again, and still no change though. Grey Steel still leads. It's like the Easter procession at the moment. Water Escape sits second. Third is Sky Tower, then Illawong Lively, and a length back in last place is Ought to Be Good. So he's been off the bunch a couple of times, but he's back on it at the moment. So into the back straight on the last occasion, and Grey Steel leads, but it's stablemate now about to move up on the outside, and that's Sky Tower. Water Escape's had a good run in the trial and camp behind the leader. Illawong Lively just struggling for the moment to keep in touch, and then Ought to Be Good is still 15 metres back in last place. So now they sprint up in front. The 2 stablemates are going together, and that's Grey Steel the inside and Sky Tower the outside, and they're head and head inside the 400 metres, and Water Escape was just camped there about to come 3 wide, so there should be a bit of a contest up the straight, and Illawong Lively is about 8 or 10 metres back. So on the inside, Grey Steel has been gathered up by Sky Tower, and now Water Escape joining in. So Sky Tower goes to the front, Water Escape's out after it, Sky Tower's in front, driven desperately. Water Escape's going home, but won't get there, and Sky Tower won it from Water Escape. Illawong Lively got going in the straight and got up to be a close third from the early leader, Grey Steel.